I've been running a software development company for the past 3 years, and we are building more and more AI applications now. And there's something that most business owners aren't thinking about when they think about AI, and that is the fact that right now AI is a free competitive advantage. What I mean by that is there are honestly not enough businesses that are really genuinely leveraging AI as much as they can, and most of them are too busy to look up and try and use the new tools. It's never been easier to use AI, but it's also never been more confusing. And so I get it. I sympathize completely. But the thing that business owners don't understand is because adoption will take some time, if you adopt earlier, while the rest of the market has not adopted, that becomes a competitive advantage for you. You can move faster, you can act smarter, make better decisions because you have better quality data if you implement more tracking, and automated tracking is very easy to set up nowadays. AI can give you a better understanding of your data faster. You don't need to hire some marketing analyst or anything like that to get started with making better quality decisions by using data. The thing is, you just need to understand your numbers and to pull those together, and AI can do that in a way that's never been so easy. If a business owner wants to grow and they aren't genuinely putting time into figuring this out, there's so much free opportunity there. There is a seriously slow adoption curve for these kinds of new technologies, but if you adopt it sooner rather than later, you'll be able to grow so much faster than your competition because you are just able to operate faster than they are. Now, I will also say finding the proper use cases for AI is difficult. It's not just a case of researching, 600 different tools that exist, because you need to understand where are the bottlenecks in your process and where can AI actually be applied. Actually spending time on figuring out where it's going to make the most impact, I think, is actually one of the most worthwhile things to do first. And that's actually one of the things that we started doing for businesses for free, is to try and help them set out roadmaps to help with this AI implementation, because we're a development company, we build stuff, but we realize that before we can help a client build anything, they need to understand what direction they're headed in. And so we've started doing these free workshops. But in general, if you're a business owner, it's worthwhile to go and speak to somebody or even ask ChatGPT. You don't even have to go and find somebody else, but actually spend some time to map out your process and understand where are the biggest opportunities, because if you use AI wrong, it will probably waste your time. There are a lot of solutions that are very finicky and that honestly don't help that much. A lot of things that sound good or sound nice, but when you actually implement them, they don't work as smoothly as they're meant to. But you need to understand where the biggest value add will be, and then build a system around that and understand how your process works and try and build. You can hire help for that. That's the stuff that my company does, but it doesn't have to be my company at all. There's plenty of companies that are helping with this kind of stuff out there, but it's important that you engage at least one of them, because you need to jump on this sooner rather than later in order to capitalize on the opportunity rather than be lagging behind and suffering because you're less efficient than all of your competition. And I think this is just something that isn't at the forefront of enough kind of founders and entrepreneurs. From the conversations that I've had, I've seen a lot of founders who are they're peripherally aware that AI is something important, that they should probably do it, but they don't understand just how much more efficient they could actually be operating if they do implement it correctly. You can just output so much more, and business is a volume game. AI and technology has made it possible for us to just double or triple our output with the same amount of people. In my company, we're doing this right now. Our output is increasing while our resources have remained steady. We haven't hired more people, we haven't changed our budgets for things, we've just got a handful of small tools that we're just using better and better every single time. And it is incredible how far you can go. Actually, one of the things that I'll be doing is I'll be doing more internal projects for my company, documenting and making case studies out of those beyond our usual client case. But anyway, feel free to comment any questions below, but I really think too many people are sleeping on this stuff. It can go very, very far in your business.